What's going on, ladies and gents out there? Everybody in the VIP, what's going on? Champ and Steve, Sky and Crypto, we gonna keep adding value like we stated. What we're gonna start you guys off with today in this video is gonna be about VIP project breakdowns. So I'm gonna run you guys through the gamut of one of the projects that Steve and I both had collectively found. We both were just kind of scouring the internet, doing what we usually do, and we both kind of sent the project to each other, at the same time. So I wanted to break this down for you guys, and just run you guys through how I process information. Steve is going to do the same thing. He has another project for you guys, but I'll let him intro that one. That way he can, talk his talk and intro you guys in. Steve, you want me to go ahead and just dive in?
Dive right in there.
I bet. All right, so let me share my screen with you guys so you guys can see what I see. All right, Steve, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up. Let me know you can see this. All right, bet. All right, so first things first, we go to our go-to site. It's CoinMarketCap. The project is called KOMPETE. KOMPETE is a company that specializes in play to earn, and you can find this information right here on the CoinMarketCap, and I'll drop it in the chat for everybody just so you can find it. But you guys know, everybody that's here in the VIP, you guys know how to source this information. But I'll go ahead and drop it for everybody so you will have it. So it's in the chat. That's going to be the CoinMarketCap link. So first things first, I scan the market cap. I see what it's ranked at. I see the volume that happens in a day. And I just kind of do my overview. My overview just consists of token supply, max supply, market cap, what kind of contract that this particular project is on. So I see that it's on Ethereum, so it's ERC20. So play to earn, Web3. I'm like, okay, cool. You have your white paper here, and you have the official company website. I have all this stuff, for the sake of time, I have all this stuff already pulled up. So over the last day, we're down 2%, which isn't bad at all. But I want you guys to look at over the last month. So it doubled, right? So it's up 50, it was up 50 something percent in the last month, in the last 30 days. So something happened which triggered this type of movement. So how it got on my radar was just, I'm doing my normal searches on crypto Twitter, and I see someone talk about the project. So I'm like, okay, KOMPETE, what is it? I'm not much of a gamer myself, so I'm interested, I'm intrigued. So anytime that there's chatter about something, you give it a little bit of life, give it some energy. So I do my scans on Twitter. I look and see if the page is active, and see what type of engagement they have. Are they consistently posting? Is the community solidified? Are they have a strong community? And I don't see that, right? Because this is pretty much a new Twitter page. So I say, okay, let me go to the website. So as I go to the website, they give you all of the things that they're located on, right? So it shows that I'm gonna get back to, but here they have an active Discord, they have the Twitter or X, they have a Facebook, they have YouTube with active videos, TikTok consistently updated, and they also have a Telegram group, right? So they have multiple portals on all socials. So this was a good indicator. This let me know that, all right, these guys are making sure they're kind of building their imprint, and they're structuring themselves properly to be able to be out there for the community to find this information, to find the community, right? This is how you build. You have to make yourselves available, invisible. So I said, all right, kudos to them for that, right? Then I checked out the white paper. I'm not gonna click on that, but it's on the CoinMarketCap page here, white paper. So this is how you dig into the project and you find all the fundamentals about the project. What's their roadmap? What are they about? What do they serve to the people? What product offering do they have? Things of that nature, right? So all of that is found, and it's all the technical information. So anybody who really likes to get into the fine nuances and the fine print on a project, you always go to the white paper to check and see what they're about, right? So quick scan through that. looked everything over, and I'm like, okay, so they have a lot of offerings. Let me go back to the website and see if this is actually communicated or translated. So boom, I go to the website, and on the website, it shows you that this is what they actually do. So I'll take you up here. This shows you why compete. So with compete, they have multi-fleshed out game modes. So before I even get into this, I just have to say, one of the first things that I noticed about this project, because I'm not a gamer, but I'm really, really big on the way something looks, the presentation of something, right? So on the website, this is their actual game site, the company website. One, you can see that it's clearly very professional. Two, you also see that these guys have it built out and it's very robust. All of these things are showing you exactly what they offer, but their graphics itself are unmatched. And in Web3 and play to earn, that is a incredible feature to have, because there are people who are big on games and graphics, right? And you have guys who set up multi-screens and huge screens and they want to play, but you actually want to be able to enjoy your user experience. So with Compete, I've noticed all of their games look really, really good, and they look really they look like they put a lot of energy and resources into the game and in the output and how it looks. So that was like first and foremost unmatched compared to a lot of other things that I've seen in play to earn on Web3. A lot of them are just, it's emerging. So a lot of people are building and it does not look like this. So this showed everything that they had. Photorealistic graphics, which I just stated, free to play, cross-platform play. You have cross progression. You have an attributes and trait system. So just like on if you're playing NBA Jam or things like that, you can boost the player and certain things about them, the way they look, their appearance, etc. They do consistent updates. They always introduce new gaming modes. They have a social party system, and they have matchmaking enabled. So you're able to find other players, and you can actually get into this gaming system with other friends and colleagues and things like that. So there's a lot that goes on with Compete. And this just shows you consistent updates. And they do this right on the front page of the website. It's right on the home page. So it shows you anytime they do new plugins, new releases, new patches, or API updates, they're all here, right? So this is an awesome, awesome presentation to me. This sparked my interest, and it made me want to dig even deeper into the project and what they have to offer, right? And we know that Web3 is emerging, but this is awesome when it comes to being able to play things for free, and you can do them right from your phone. So they have this set up right here where they say they're targeted release platforms. Anytime that they are going to release something, it's coming out on these platforms for certain. This is who they're after: PlayStation, Xbox, Epic Games, they're already there. And then you have your Apple Store, and then you have Android Store. So they're covering their bases. Right now, those are the two top tier platforms when it comes to gaming. And then also for mobiles, right? You have your iPhone, millions and millions and millions of iPhone users, as well as Android users. So you've basically solidified people can play right from their phones, and you have a ton of users. So the ability to scale is right there at your fingertips. It's incredible. So far, Compete has knocked everything out of the park that I can really assess on a quick glance of a project. So let me show you guys something. Another reason why this project itself kind of sparked it for me is there was a release of that. There was a leak of data, right? This happened recently. This article just came out September 26th. It was the last time that it was updated. So Microsoft is involved in some sort of litigation, and in the midst of the litigation, there was documents that had to come to life in the court case. In those documents, there was a couple of pages that basically stated what they wanted to do with the Xbox, and they were going to allegedly release a crypto wallet or implement a crypto wallet. So now you're talking about official Web3 gaming. This is when you introduce blockchain or cryptocurrency of some sort where people can play to earn. That's what Web3 is all about, right? So with this game and this platform, they specialize in play to earn. That's Web3 in itself, guys. So now once you start introducing certain cryptocurrencies that people can earn while they play, that is a massive integration. And that is where you bridge the gap. It's gonna usher in mass adoption, because now you have people who are just, there's millions and millions of active gamers, right? On different platforms. You have people who are not invested in cryptocurrency at all. So now when you merge in the gaming industry and blockchain, that in itself is going to usher in millions and millions of people to be able to now invest into the space. That means more money is coming in. That means more opportunities. These Fortune 500 companies see one company do it and they all piggyback, because now they see that this lane is wide open and they're one of the first to do this, right? Because this industry is still emerging. So now that these guys see this, they see the opportunity, instantly they're going in, right? They're going to create opportunities, jobs. They're going to create ecosystems around their brand, and they're going to do everything that they need to solidify their space, their company in this space. Excuse me. So, not to over talk it, but again, the documents leaked, right? And they basically were saying that they were going to introduce some sort of functionality for cryptocurrency, a crypto wallet, into the new console, right? And this was supposed to come out in 2025, I believe it was, if I'm not mistaken. 2028, excuse me, 2028. So now that the cat's out the bag, you now have everybody who has eyes and visibility on this. So now other companies who are competitors to Xbox, they now know what Xbox's angle was. They now know, hey, these guys wanted to put some kind of cryptocurrency relation into their console. So now they know the play. Let's do it. Now everybody is going to attack, and you're going to see it live. This is going to start happening. Mark my words, starting today. You're really going to start to see this unveil. The reason being is because, so the Federal Trade Commission, they were trying to block Microsoft from purchasing Activision, and it was a $69 billion purchase, right? With that, that's what sparked the whole lawsuit, right? They wanted to basically be in the way. They wanted to stop this. This happened back in, I believe, 2021 is when their radars and antennas went up. 2022 is when this roadmap was released. So the lawsuit is it just concluded a couple months ago. So in 2023. So we know this has been going on for quite some time. So if all of this has been happening and you know that Xbox already had these plans, it was already part of their roadmap, which was introduced back in 2022, you know that these guys have put in time, because before you even put something on a roadmap, this is not just a fourth, that's not an idea. The idea doesn't make it directly to the roadmap. The idea comes way before the roadmap. So this has been in the works for years. I honestly do not think we'll have to wait until 2028 to see this. All right. So now let me take you somewhere else. So you have Xbox putting crypto and blockchain tech and all that stuff into their console. You have rumors about Grand Theft Auto 6. This is supposed to come out, and right now, so again, this is speculation. I want to say this on the record, but you have to pay attention to speculation too, because it can lead you somewhere. So Grand Theft Auto 6, they had these rumors coming out since 2021. It is now 2023, and they're still unvalidated rumors, right? Speculation. Somewhere along the line, somebody knows something, that what they're trying to do is implement Web3 blockchain into their gaming systems. And then now they're moving it into actual games. So you're having multiple platforms utilize the same tech. So now, again, you're starting to see more opportunity. The more opportunity you see, you're going to see more competitors come in. But these guys have a lock almost on the industry. So you have PlayStation and Xbox, two of the behemoths in the gaming industry, right? So now they're both locked in. Grand Theft Auto is a huge, huge, huge brand, all right? Let me find this for you guys. So this article came out, and this article was from May of this year. It says rumors surrounding GTA 6 will keep gamers busy for a long time. Despite being debunked, these rumors keep popping up. Crypto trading, play to earn, quest rewards, your own digital home, private chain. Many of these can be found in Web3 projects, right? So this is all now how you tie in the uncorroborated speculation to things that's real world and really going on right now. We know that Web3 is being built up. We know that play to earn exists in a huge capacity, and there's already crypto trading. There's already different chains that can be integrated into these games through API. So this is how you start to see, okay, the whole cryptocurrency industry, gaming industry, let's merge it. Opportunities become bigger and more robust. All right. So they wanted to show you guys something. So right here, this is one of the things that kind of triggered me. So anytime you find information, you always have to play devil's advocate, right? You want to see if it's true. And then you also want to look at things and say, all right, let me scrutinize this data. Let me try to prove it wrong. So in this article, it shows that here, Take Two has made crypto moves in the past, and this is notable, right? You can easily just Google that real quick, and you can find a whole bunch of results of things that they've been partaking in the cryptocurrency space. These guys have been working on Web3 games, but Rockstar issued a ban last November for NFTs and cryptocurrency on fan-operated Grand Theft Auto V servers. So when this was rumors and back in 2021 and 2022, there were already people who were trying to integrate this stuff and integrate the software onto their gaming systems, onto their devices, etc. So Rockstar came out and just said, hey, listen, there's a ban. We're not allowing this on our servers, because what they were doing is they were busy trying to imprint themselves into the industry. They don't want somebody to just come on and try to implement certain things on their gaming systems when they're already actively trying to do this. So here's where you have to start digging. You have to start figuring out, okay, if they're putting a ban on something, but they're already working on it, you can already see that these guys were already in the NFT space. They were already coming up with putting in for patents and things like that. And they just wanted to basically hold their position and not let anybody come in and alter what they were already doing or working on before the public knew about it. So again, this is another instance where big corporations and companies are already investing into the tech, and they're trying to implement it into their product offerings before they let the rest of the world know it. The only way you will know about it is by doing proper research. It is the only way. Let's move on. So now that we know that people truly want to implement crypto and blockchain and things like that in the play to earn situation, because they're doing something that they love and like to do. They like the game. And if you're playing the game naturally without making any money, why wouldn't you love to play it and make money in cryptocurrency at the same time, just for doing something that you love to do? That's Web3, right? So boom, this information came out and it made me start asking myself questions. I'm like, okay, I'm personally not a gamer, but if I'm not a gamer, there are people around the world who love gaming. What is the forecast, or what is the amount of people that are willing to be active monthly users on the Xbox system, right? Because on Compete Games, I showed you guys that that is one of their targeted platforms, right? Is Xbox. So I'm gonna show you guys, share my screen with you guys and show you what the active users look like. So this is from 2016 all the way to December 2022, right? This is the most accurate data from Statista. And this is for Xbox gaming system. Look at the growth. And this is in millions, right? So it went from 39 million to 120 million since 2016. So in just 6 years, you've seen the exponential growth. Then it made me ask, all right, it's not just Xbox, it's PlayStation as well that they're looking at. So the number of users is about 120 million monthly active users on Xbox. So now we go to PlayStation. Same data from PlayStation, but this is from 2014 all the way to 2023, right? This is new current data from just a couple months ago. So it was at 112 million, excuse me for moving. It was at 112 million active monthly users, and it decreased to 108. So whatever is going on right now, I know that they're still plussing up. There must have been something that caused a big shift in PlayStation users. Maybe a console was too expensive. Something happened, right? There was something that triggered, because that's a couple of million users who aren't on the platform right now. So for it to go to from 112 to 108, that makes a difference.
You want me to give you the trigger?
Talk to me.
Here's the trigger. 66% of Americans are gamers. This is in America, right? We're not even talking about global. This is the part that you guys don't understand about the power of blockchain technology, cryptocurrency. It's not local. It's global, right? So 66% of Americans are gamers. That's over half the population.
That's huge,
right? And I'm not talking about gaming all day. They just have access to video games.
Yeah.
Okay? In 2022, there's an agency called the Entertainment Software Association, right? Gaming has generated more money than movies, TV, and music. Understand? So when you start to see a lot of consolidation happening in, let's say, just Disney right now, right? So Disney's going through an overhaul. Disney owns ESPN, this, that. You're looking at every single individual damn near on the ESPN platform has either been terminated, or what they're doing is they're banning guys together. So Champ has a big platform, Steve has a big platform. Guess what? They put us on a platform together. That's called consolidation. This is what's happening in these times.
Yeah.
The reason for the decline in the hardware is because the hardware is grossly expensive.
Yeah.
I'll give you a real world experience. So back in the day when we used to use these color printers, right? The printer, they could damn near give it to you because the money is made off of the ink. You will spend more money in ink in 1 year than the actual cost of the hardware. Understand? So because everything's moving to cloud-based technology in the way that we access information, we no longer need disk anymore. So the gaming industry was supposed to be flipped on top of its head a long time ago. But the reason that guys were so behind was, one, the computing power, the GPU power wasn't there for people to create images like this. Now it's here. And we gave you a project called Render. Understand? So we're connecting a lot of dots for you guys right now. This is global. So when you start to democratize gaming, what you do now is, my parents come from a country, Haiti, where people don't have $500, $600, $700 for a counsel to be able to buy that. So now when you're starting to give them the same quality of game that only requires internet connection, which most people around the world currently have right now, and they're working on making sure that 99% of the world population is connected to the internet some way, somehow, through mobile in the next 2 years. So now that you see this is where you start seeing the rise of cloud gaming. So what crypto does is, crypto is a major disruptor, because crypto doesn't care about the name EA Sports or PlayStation. They're not in it for that. They're in it just to democratize the way that things are done, right? So now you don't have to spend $700 on a console. You don't have to spend $90. I don't know what the games go for, $50 to $90 on the games.
Yeah.
Right?
60 bucks.
They create something called play to earn. There are people in third world countries right now that are earning more money than they ever earned before just by actively playing video games.
There you go.
This is the industry, guys. So Champ's giving you the local American numbers. Crypto's giving you the global potential earning. All these guys have no choice but to either adopt the technology or lose market share to guys that have already created it, or they could band together and allow plugins, because at this point, it doesn't matter where people are going when it comes down to cloud computing. You have to be integratable into all games at this point now.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? these powers to be in the gaming sector no longer hold seat at the top. Champ and I can see it early. They've seen the writing on the wall. The patents are there.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Absolutely.
So this is where we're at right now. And what's the major catalyst to all of this? Blockchain technology.
Jane.
You know, that's the major catalyst to it. So you have a company that says, you know what, we're just going to come up with a new model now. We're going to allow people to make money by trading. You should trade your time for money when you're doing stuff, because at that point you just off in a goofy world. So this is where the new economy is. So when you guys are looking at all these jobs, and Champ and I had a conversation about a family member of his working at McDonald's, and he tells me the hourly rate is $9. So we had to just break down what $9 an hour meant. When you start to understand these skill sets, and you have a computer at home, and I'm not advocating for people to play games. I'm just not even advocating for people to spend, 40 hours to make $150 either. So if you could offset it by utilizing emerging tech, welcome to Web3. So this call wasn't just about compete. It's about expand your mind a little bit to see that the economy is just moving from one way of doing business to a new way of doing business. So the fucking sooner that you guys understand this shit, the better position you're going to be. Because pain is on us right now. But y'all not paying attention. You understand? And these corporate companies, they want to do backdoor stuff to hold on to power as much as possible. That ain't it. There's people today making more money than Champ and I made this morning, because I didn't make any money today in the sense of what hits my bank account. And you have guys that are actively gaming, actively trading. That's called an economy. It's an ecosystem. I don't know how much more we got to tell them, or how much we got to lay this shit out for them. Expand your mind. These old industries are crashing and burning. This has happened. This is the fourth industrial revolution. All the other industrial revolutions have been led by what? Technology and innovation. Embrace it. It's not going anywhere. What else do you want? You got more to give them, or is this enough?
I mean, this is enough, but I do got a little more to give them. Let me show them something real quick, just so they understand. All right. So Steve kind of just literally laid it out for y'all, right? I gave y'all the nuances, right? Things to look for. Steve gave you the summary. He told you this is where your eyes need to adjust to and adapt to, because this is happening. Crypto solves the problem, right? It solves a lot of problems. So this is how it's such a disruptor. I want to show you guys something. We're huge on going to swamp levels where people just do not go, right? So boom, NFT framework for transferring and using digital assets between game platforms.
Hello.
You think we came to play games with y'all? Look at this patent. The publication date was just in March. You think we came to play games? This shit is happening. We don't care about your feelings or your emotions. Get out your feelings, get into the information. It's going to position you, and it's going to make you dangerously wealthy if you do this the correct way. It's here in your face. Blockchain, digital assets, NFTs, it's right here. Now I'm done.
Now I'm about to start, because this is what irks me, right? So when you got a platform like EYL that drops something to say, oh, NFTs are down 99%, right? It takes your focus off of what NFTs really are, right? So you have to give people proper context to which NFTs are down and why are they down. This is why our community constantly is always playing defense and never on offense.
Mm-hmm.
We live in information world right now. So if we're not getting the proper information delivered to our community, how much more dirt do you think these guys could put on us? This shit is not difficult to comprehend. If your kid is a gamer, the hour or whatever you allow your kid to play, let them earn something while they're playing, right? Let them offset some capital to purchase their sneakers, or just teach them how to earn.
Mm-hmm.
because this is the world that they're going to live in. So like Champ said, he's not a gamer. I'm not a gamer, but why are we digging into this? To show you the importance of, and this is just one industry. We could be on here for a marathon. We could break down every single industry and show you the patents and show you everything. But part one was what? The foundational understanding of what cryptocurrency and blockchain technology is, because if you don't understand that, then somebody's going to easily knock you off your block, right? So we have Fatima's on now. She messaged in the Discord. We're watching a high-level conversation happening right now in Frankfurt, Germany, right? They're talking all things cryptocurrency, blockchain technology. Morgan Stanley, some of the biggest guys are in the room right now. So we have access to this. It's pre-recorded. You know, it's 5 hours, so you got to have, it's a marathon, basically. So within there's something she said this morning that got to me. She was like, listen, I'm so glad that I went through the boot camp because I'm able to understand the terminology.
Hello.
Right. So when you're lining up with Sexy Red and you're lining up with the Drake album and you're lining up with that's as much as you could comprehend at that point.
Mm-hmm.
We got to put the stuff down, guys. I'm telling you right now, those people, they'll be around. They'll be around. That stuff is goofy time. If I had a child that was a gamer, it would be play to earn. I know for a fact that there's third world countries right now. This is how they're eating.
Mm-hmm.
You start to democratize the way that money is generated, or how people could generate money. That's the world that we're supposed to live in. Not if you have $1,000, you can come play here. That ain't it.
Yeah.
You know, when you start to spread the wealth and not give it to just the boardroom, it makes for a better quality of life for everybody. So in the time that somebody has to go work at McDonald's, because if I had to figure, you're making $9, you probably have to take public transportation to get there. Right? So you might spend an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours just in travel.
It's in travel, yeah.
It's not worth it. Certain things aren't worth it. So when you start to look at what I can do, so Champ and I for the university, we have a metaverse, right? It's not active yet, but when it becomes active, we could hire salespeople to stay home because this is where the economy is and the industry is. We could train them on how to become a salesperson. And then every time somebody comes into that metaverse, right, you have an active salesperson on the floor. So you don't no longer need to be a salesperson inside of a mall.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, a computer can set you free. And the right set of information. We got to release this to everybody. I wanted to just keep this VIP only, but
let's let it
took it somewhere. I didn't know for where you were going because we didn't really prep this, guys, either. Right? We had the data. He totally killed it. This has to be released to everybody.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's spread the data. Let's make it happen.
And to be honest, what I had to say was just kind of, I'm just going to drop that in the Telegram for the VIP. So I was just going to show you how to buy the mobile token without having to be a miner. Right. So I'll shoot a quick little video. It'll be in the VIP for you guys to digest it. So that way you can just accumulate as much of these tokens as possible if you believe in a project without having to spend $1,000. That's it. You know, so for for $50, you could have a lot of tokens accumulated because the price is super down right now.
Yeah. No, that's incredible.
So we have a masterclass coming up that we're looking to put out the future industries, right? Because everybody's focusing on what? Trucking, Airbnb, funding, credit. It's just like, yo, we got to get off of that, man. There's so many industries being built out right now. So when you start to look at, so the baby boomer generation right now is basically cashing out on everything, right? They're the ones that own the homes. They're the ones that own the business. So right now they can't evolve with the speed of technology. They're just not at that age to recreate things, right? So when you start looking at, you know, buy, biz, sell, when you go on these websites to see businesses for sale, what you have to look at is we don't have to reinvent the wheel. We just have to automate process right now. So if we know that cash is going away and there's a product called a reverse ATM, right? You put your cash inside the ATM. It then gives you a card that's linked to either MasterCard or Visa. And now you've converted your cash to a digital form of payment. I'm going to tell you why they invented this industry. They really invented this industry for people to like clean money. Mm-hmm. I'm going to just let it out here. That's one of the main reasons. Because there's no KYC. And think about it. This industry's been around for a while. If you go to Target right now to purchase a gift card, if I wanted to give Champ $100 on American Express gift card from any retailer, do they ask you for ID?
Nope.
Is Champ's name on the card when I give it to him?
Nope.
Can Champ spend it anonymously without anybody tracking him?
Absolutely.
Okay. Welcome to the back door. So y'all sitting here playing with these Airbnbs. All right.
Telling you, man, we in a different day and age, man. The world is progressing at a rapid rate, and the internet is making this even more faster. Like Steve is big on this when he's talking about how fast the adoption of blockchain and cryptocurrency is relative to the adoption of the internet. Now you have both simultaneously that are influencing one another. It's literally rapidly increasing in front of people's faces. And if you do not pay attention or understand, you're going to be the person that's left out, and you simply become a user. You have no stake in the game. You won't be able to find your footing. You're just going to be the person who's wandering through life like, okay, now I had to change from fiat and debit cards to cryptocurrency, and I don't know what I'm doing, when you have the opportunity right here in your face. And we served it on a platter. We critique it. Listen, last night, Steve was just like, listen, we're critiquing everything. Let's revisit all of this stuff. Let's look at it with a brand new eye, like we're sitting in the seat. We're now going back to perfect something that I thought was actually awesome, right? And I'm not so super close to it, but just to watch it and see it, I see where his mind is going, and I see how easy and how much value he wants to present to people and give it to them at such an affordable price, right? And it's not even about the money. It's just about the product itself, because it's going to outlive us. So when we're talking about play to earn, these are things that's going to outlive you, right? The watcher, the person who's viewing this. These new economies, they're phasing out the old way that we do things. That's why we always say crypto, blockchain technology, and distributed ledger tech are going to disrupt every industry that exists, period. It's here. It's happening.
And listen, Champ just took you to CoinMarketCap. So T. Bennett with that comment. If you took our boot camp, you know how to analyze a project. So you go to CoinMarketCap, you click on markets, it'll tell you everywhere that you can purchase it. Right. So you look at Radium, is what I was going to give you guys today. You guys could figure it out. I just don't want to get to a point where you guys are so relying on us to always show you the way when you already have it. So take the key, start the car, move the car. Right. So when you go to Radium, it's like any other exchange. You link it to your, they work with Ledger Wallet, they work with MetaMask. Once you link that, you fund it, right? Because you can buy USDT, you can send it over there, and then you'll have the money in there, and then you can go USTD right to mobile. And that's how you purchase. But I'll go a little deeper, and I'll give you guys what you need, to get it. But in the future, we have guys in the group now that's like, oh, I bought that already. Because they went out and they executed what we put inside of the freshman one, the boot camp 101. Champ showed you exactly how to break down these projects, what tools you need. Everything's in there. And to be honest, guys, most of you took the old version of it. We probably have 15 new lessons that have just been released as of October 1st. And then we were working on revamping 100% of it, meaning information is going to be updated. So I would urge everybody to go through it. And what we did was we cut down the time because it's no longer pre-recorded. After the end of this week, there won't be any pre-records. Everything is just going to be right to the information you need. And we're not jumbling products anymore. It's taxes, it's this, it's that. Everything has its own lesson. So that way you could revert back to it at any point. And then we're going to constantly keep updating this. So for $97, you're going to probably get a constant update. Just the perfectionist and myself and Champ won't allow us to give you guys dated information.
Right.
And I don't care what the price is at this point. We just need to get people on board, because once this choke point's happening, once you can't get money inside of this market, that's it. No one else can get investments going. At a blink of an eye, these guys are going to run this industry up. And then those in position are those in position. But that doesn't mean that your life is over. Right now, I would tell people who don't want to focus on investing, focus on understanding how this technology is either going to change the business that you're in now, or position yourself to figure out new ways to make money. I'll give you one more example. The days of just watching content just to be entertained, put that shit to an end. It's not doing anything for you spiritually, physically, mentally at all. Right. So Disney could go under for all I care. It doesn't matter to me. Turn the television off. Right. Start to focus. So when you look at the power of Web3, what do I mean by that? In probably 2-3 years, if you're not making money searching or watching content, you're on the wrong channels, because things are out right now. And some of the biggest YouTubers are linked to some projects that are blockchain crypto related right now. So what they're doing is, let me give you an example. So if you watch a Skype video, they have technology now that's linked to cryptocurrency and blockchain to reward you for watching at least 80% of the video, right? So when you look at the advertising dollars, what cryptocurrency is doing now is it's saying, you know what? F YouTube in the way that they distribute the money. F Instagram in the way that they distribute the money, because they don't give it back to us. Now they're giving us little trinkets because they see that people are getting hip to it and they want to stay, kind of relatively close, right? So they just keep giving us pizza parties. Oh, pizza party. Oh, okay, we could charge $5, or we could have, we could actually sell our product online. That ain't it, guys. I'm telling you, it's way more robust than that. So you could literally sit there and the same videos that you watch that you're entertained by, you could start earning. You can start earning just sitting in front of it. But pick the right content at the end of the day. But at the least, if you're going to watch goofy shit, at least get paid for it. And this is where the internet and that whole game is going to change. So when you look at the whole Google pay-per-click, Google ads, like, you don't hear anything about that anymore. Why? Because TikTok took over a lot of the searches now. Even in the way my kids present stuff to me, people are watching shorts to get to the information. No one's reading data anymore. My kids are teaching me this. So when I'm looking at the shorts, I'm like, man, this is pretty good. This gets you there fast, right? So this is our version of cryptocurrency for dummies. You remember that book back in the days? It was something for dummies. Yeah. This is what these kids are going through now. So we just have to embrace what's happening. Now, I don't keep my kids in a short mentality. I say, look, that gets you a little bit of information, but there's more to it. So even if you follow the guy that gave you the short, you'll be able to get to, because Champ and I put out short videos on this, but it won't give you everything, but it'll lead you to water. Now, if you could sit here and sustain watching, how long we've been on here?
50 minutes. Right.
So just about an hour's time. You put it on 1.5, you let it go quick.
That's it.
Guys, it's not that difficult, man. The world is changing as we know it. Do not focus on these wars. Do not focus on, the shit burning down. Put the time into what actually is affecting the fourth industrial revolution. And it's not war. It's not war. This is the way these guys war is just a money machine. Absolutely. That's all at the end of the day. It's not what we're watching. Trust me when I tell you that. Focus a little bit more on this technology. It will buy you. You will earn your leisure with that one.
That's a gem.
You will earn your leisure with that one. That stuff they selling y'all, I don't know. Shit ain't leisurely to me. And I play at a different level. So I'm not trying to take nothing away from people, but it's like, can we easily prey on people who don't know anything for sure? That was the entire NFT market 2 years ago that made Champ and I's job so much more difficult now.
When I get into a trade,
this is valuable.
Now
they're gone, right? Now the real work is here. And this is what we deliver. Every day we've been doing this for 2 years. And every day we've been doing this since 2015.
2015, yes, sir.
Take us out, cut the video off, and let's do Q&A.
Ooh, all right. Listen.
If they want to stay on. And listen, for the guys that took off work meetings and stuff like that, listen, I commend you. I'm beyond grateful for that. That actually made my day.
Absolutely.
I think that there was other things that you guys could have done, and you chose to just rock with us. Hopefully we gave you guys something that can spark interest and have you go a little bit deeper to get you one step closer to taking them shackles off.
Right. Absolutely. So listen, on that note, we're going to conclude this video right here. This is going to be how we kind of break down projects. This is for our VIP guys, but we're going to release this to everybody. You know what I mean? Steve wanted to bless y'all with some gems, so let's get it. So we'll have this up for you guys. Playback will be available. And as always, we're going to keep delivering. We're men of value. We keep doing this, and we're going to continue to do this. This is where your home is, where your number one source for all things crypto. We love y'all. Peace and love.